What's up guys, I got a brand new video for you today, and today we're looking at the Aputure 120D, and I want to thank the guys at Aputure for sending this out to me to check out and review for you guys. And I just want to say right off the bat, this is definitely one of the best lights I've used in a long time. It's probably my favorite light to use, and yeah, let's get into what it comes with. It comes in a really nice case. It comes with basically everything you need to run it off power, so all the power cables, the main control unit that also lets you run it off a V-mount battery. The light weighs around 3.5 pounds, so it's not really all that heavy. And it just comes in a really nice case, so you don't have to go out and buy like a Pelican case for it. So setting up the 120D is pretty easy. It's already on a light stand mount here. You just pop it onto your C-stand, tighten this down, and on this side you can lock it down. Right on top here is a release to unlatch the cover on top of the LED. This is also going to be the release to get your light modifiers on and off. So the 120D does come with a control box. As you can see, there's an antenna on the top. Basically you have an on and off switch, and your brightness control. On the top is your power outlet. This control box is also a V-mount battery plate, so you can actually connect V-mount batteries up to it. I don't have a V-mount battery, but we're gonna plug it into power and I'll show you how it works. So it comes with a proprietary XLR. It's actually a 4-pin instead of 3-pin. That plugs into the bottom of the 120D. And then the other end plugs into the control box. And then if you had a V-mount battery, you could plug that onto the back, but we're actually gonna run this off the power here, so I'm gonna plug this in. So turning on, you just push the power button here. Right now we're at 46%. As you scroll this wheel here, you can adjust the intensity all the way up to 100%. So you have the option here to force the fan on full power all the time, or set it to auto whenever it gets hot. Here you can set your channels and groups for wireless lighting, and that's pretty much all there is on here. For its light output, it's really bright. You're gonna want to diffuse it, and the really nice thing is that it comes with the Bowman's mount. So basically you can put any light modifier on it because it's such a universal mount. I've used my Policy Buff 48-inch Octabox on it with a grid, and it works just as well as the light dome I have on it right now. The light itself puts out pretty much no heat at all, but it does have a fan in it because the body of the light gets a little hot, but the fan is near silent. You don't really hear it. So if you're worried about using it in something like this, like an interview setup, you don't have to worry about your mic picking it up. Aputure says that it's about 18 decibels, so pretty much near silent. So the 120D is daylight balance. That's what the D stands for. It's actually 6000K, which makes it a little bit bluer than some of the lights I've used, but it does match up really nice with the Lightstorm LS Half W that I've got over my shoulder. And I reviewed that last month, and if you haven't seen that, check the link up here. But it has a really clean light output, and you don't have to worry about banding or anything like that. It has a really nice tint to it, so you don't have to worry about color shift or anything like that. And it also works with their wireless ecosystem, so it comes with the remote. You can turn it on and off, or turn the light off behind you like that. So you can set all your lights up on this remote, and you can adjust the power, so you can turn it up and down if you want to increase the brightness. I'm currently at only 30%, so this light puts out quite a bit of light. 30%, I'm at ISO 400 right now, so you can see what that kind of looks like. I've used this light basically for all of my talking head videos for the last couple months, so if you look through all my videos in the last couple months and you're like, man, I really like that lighting setup, well, this is basically the light I've been using for everything. I'm also using the 35-inch light dome, which I haven't talked about yet, but it's basically just a big Octabox that works with their light. It's got a Bowman's mount on it. You have to put it together. It takes a little bit of skill to put it together and a little bit of patience because there's rods and stuff like that. It's kind of like building a tent a little bit, but it does have double diffusion, so there's diffusion in the center, which drops out some of that hot spot, but it gives off a really nice soft look. So I've used this light for other interviews and other client jobs, and I actually used it in a music video as the main key light in combination with some of the natural window light. And I had it at full power because the room was massive, but you can tell from the examples here how good it looked. My goal with using this light was to direct it right at the main talent, so it kind of cut them out of the scene without lighting the entire room. So basically I focused on using this light for video, but you can also use it for photography as well. And as I said before, it's cool because it has a Bowman's mount, so you can put tons of different light modifiers on it. They also make a mini dome for this. And like I said before, I use my Policy Buff 48-inch Octabox on it for a photo shoot. All in all, it's one of my favorite lights, and in combination with the 35-inch light dome, you get some incredible, nice, soft light. Tons of YouTubers use this setup just because of how good it looks. And it's not insanely expensive. The 120D comes in at around $645, and the light dome is $150. I'll put links in the description below if you want to find any of these lights if you're thinking about purchasing some. Also, I have the LS Half W behind my right shoulder here, which is giving me a nice edge light. And I think I mentioned at the start, if you haven't seen that review, to check the link. Thanks again to Aputure for sending me these lights to check out. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give it a thumbs down twice. I'll see you in the next one.